To put it as nicely as I can for Disney and Marvel, Marvel is completely effed, okay? They are completely effed, and their Thunderbolts film that they just released about a month ago has been a complete and total flop, just like their past two other Marvel films have been. Now, there is sheer panic happening at Disney, okay? Because there are powerful investors that are invested into Disney that are looking at the state of Disney and Marvel and everything else. Star Wars, you could throw Star Wars in there as well, and they're like, we're thinking about pulling out, all right? And of course that is something that Bob Iger doesn't want to see happen. And so now Bob Iger is going to war with Kevin Feige over this entire thing. This whole thing is turning into a complete and total disaster for Disney. We're gonna get into all of it and see what is going on. So yes, Thunderbolts is a flop officially. It is probably not going to hit 400 million, which is a disaster for this movie. And it's hilarious because they tried to save this movie by renaming it New Avengers. Guys, don't you want to go see the New Avengers? Please go see the New Avengers. And of course, well, that didn't really work either. It's almost like people see the writing on the wall that Marvel has gone completely woke and has turned into a complete trash fest, just like pretty much everything else that Disney is in charge of. People are done with the crap, and they don't want to go see the crap in theaters anymore. Which leads us to this: Marvel Fallout, Avengers delayed, X-Men stalled, Iger losing patience. So Bob Iger is not happy at all with Kevin Feige, and now they are butting heads. So following the major release date delays for Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, the Marvel Fallout is starting to hit Hollywood. That includes canceled MCU release dates, a delay in Kevin Feige's big X-Men plans, and reports that Disney CEO Bob Iger isn't happy. With Marvel struggling, it's now being said that Bob Iger is disappointed, and I think that's probably putting it pretty mildly. He's probably completely furious with everything that is going on. Iger already confirmed that streaming lost Disney billions, also thanks in part to Star Wars, and stated they'll pull back on Marvel and Star Wars. That means fewer projects and smaller budgets, which means that they are not very successful right now. One rumor suggests Feige and Iger are clashing over the direction of the X-Men. Reportedly, Feige wants the film to push a political message, while Iger wants a straightforward, action-packed blockbuster, which is exactly what they should do. But of course, Feige has been completely co-opted by all of the woke BS. So Disney disaster, woke politics, tanking Doctor Who ratings, fuel $100 million Mouse House nightmare. So yeah, things are not looking good for Disney, and it couldn't have happened to a nicer company. So despite the massive input of cash from Disney, the BBC's famed Doctor Who sci-fi series seems to be struggling in the UK ratings, with numbers coming in lower than even the previous low numbers from last season as the show becomes mired in accusations of ultra woke storytelling. And of course, as we know, Doctor Who has gone full woke with of course putting Ncuti Gatwa, this guy, to be Doctor Who and making him queer. Over the past few days, rumors quickly spread that Gatwa was fired. According to the Daily Mail, BBC bosses were furious that Gatwa bowed out at the last minute in protest that a Jew was one of the top performers. Wow. It does not appear that Gatwa has made any statements about his decision to drop out of the Eurovision broadcast, and the BBC released a statement that merely claimed that Gatwa was not participating due to unforeseen circumstances. But of course, a lot of that seems to be them just trying to cover their own asses. So UK paper The Sun insisted that there have been consequences behind the scenes and reported that Gatwa was being let go from Doctor Who after season 15, and further added that the fate of the entire series is uncertain and that the show may go off the air for an undefined period of time. This is Doctor Who that we're talking about, in Disney, just like with pretty much every other franchise that they have their grimy claws into, is now turning into a complete disaster under the company. So this whole thing is completely falling apart for Disney. Everything is getting worse and worse for Disney, all right? Everything is very, very bad for Disney right now. Disney's literally being carried by Lilo and Stitch, which is in theaters right now, which is actually doing pretty good. And I'm actually curious, have you seen Lilo and Stitch? Because I haven't. I have no desire to see this film, to be honest. So it's probably just a bunch of normies. But let me know what you think about everything that is going on. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.